What? We got 100 subscribers, boys. 10 more years like this and we'll be monetized. Alright, all jokes aside, I love Umbrella Academy. I watched season 1 earlier this year and now season 2 is upon us. I said to myself, I'm gonna do like 2 videos off this Umbrella Academy. I'm gonna do the first half, second half. Man, I watched 2 episodes and I was like, bruh, I have to do more than that. So here's my quick recap, rundown, breakdown, run through of episodes 1 and 2 of Umbrella Academy. We all know that they released the first 3 minutes on Netflix, but that was really like a switcheroo. They didn't really release the first 3 minutes. It was really more of the first 5 minutes with 3 minutes cut out that were released to the public. It was great, but more context made that scene even better. The fact that everybody got dropped off at different years. Everybody's in different places and on their own. And then that 3 minutes that they gave us was, everybody comes together for this. And then you get the season kind of being kicked off. Great stuff. Another thing that I really enjoyed is that they didn't even do the traditional previously on Umbrella Academy. They actually got the characters to dress in costume, show up, be their characters, and just give a personal this is where I was at, this is where I was at, this is where I was at. I thought that was very cool, and it was different to see, refreshing that it wasn't just the previously on Umbrella Academy. That was cool. Now, getting into the full spoilers. Listen, I must have a superpower, because if you watch my Umbrella Academy trailer breakdown that I did when the trailer for season 2 came, I called a lot of the stuff that we see just in the first 2 episodes. So let's go through them. Allison and the sit-ins. When I saw her at the countertop, I knew, okay, that's a sit-in, and she's gonna struggle with using her powers or not using her powers. Bam. You already get it 2 episodes in. One thing I'm very proud of, and it kind of confirms that hey, I must know what I'm talking about. When I watched the trailer, I saw Diego in the nut house, and I said, Diego's like Batman. And with him being like Batman, Batman is crazy, Diego is a little bit crazy. I see the correlation between the 2 characters. Episode 2, 5. When someone asks, who's Diego? 5 says, think Batman, but lower. I was like, yes, that means I know what I'm talking about. I'm in tune with what I'm seeing on the screen. That means I know stuff. I was hyped. Klaus and Ben having their funny animosity towards each other. Now, that's not really too much of a prediction, because everybody could have saw that coming from a mile away. But I said it and it showed up, so I'm taking credit for it. And finally, to me, the biggest thing that I went out on a limb on is I was like, Vanya in the car with the woman and the child. I say, could this be a love interest for Vanya? Could Vanya be switching as far as she was with a man season 1, now she's gonna be with a woman season 2? Who knows? We'll see. Paya come sa. I call that thing. She gonna be with that woman. I only in episode 2 now, but the seeds is being laid very gently. They being laid, and you can see something is gonna blossom between that woman and Vanya, and I can't wait to watch the rest of the season so I can see what unfolds. Now, getting off the topic of just the things that I called out and kind of focusing more on the thing that just blows me away about the show, to me, is the way that their stories are so interwoven. This is just 2 episodes in. So interwoven, yet they keep missing each other. I find it to be great. It puts you on the edge of your seat, and you're kind of hoping hey, Klaus getting out of jail. Maybe he gonna run into Allison in the lobby. Nope, didn't happen. Just all kind of little things like that. Luther's the bouncer and Vanya's at the farmhouse, and the husband is at the club with Luther, and it's you hoping to see those things happen, and hopefully it continues to happen like that, and it continues to build that tension that keeps you on the edge of your seat, and you're like, are they gonna run into each other? Will there be a confrontation? And speaking of confrontations, Luther and Vanya in the barn. Great scene. Love the scene. Not too emotional as far as I'm ready to cry, but you felt the guilt that was on Luther. It took you right back to season 1, and the realization that, man, I did my sister wrong all these years, man. I shouldn't have did that. He delivered that very well, and her with the amnesia, did very well of like, I don't know what you're talking about. Also, final few little things that really impressed me. Allison staring at the moon. So the husband bought her a science fiction book. Now he think, oh, she into science fiction, I'm gonna buy her a book. But the audience, we know she's staring at the moon because Vanya blew it up. The last thing she saw was the moon coming at the earth. So you have that. And the final nugget that I want to kind of talk about before I let y'all get out of here, if y'all still watching, Hazel. Man, Hazel was on screen for like maybe a minute and a half, maybe. But his delivery was solid. The fact that he gave you his whole, like everything that he's done in 20 years, and he gave it to you in like 10 seconds. And they did like a little montage, and bam, like you felt like, oh, he got to live out his happiness for 20 years with old girl. That's why he's okay with getting gunned down right here. Like, I'm doing the right thing. I enjoy life. I'm ready to go. Powerful. In a minute and a half. Listen, I really and truly feel that as far as like the science fiction, fantasy, superhero genre, Umbrella Academy is probably the best serialized television that you could be watching right now. And along with that, it's probably the best serialized television that I've seen since I saw Watchmen at the end of 2019, which is still untouched, by the way. Anyway, if you like this video, go ahead and like this video. Subscribe to this channel, please. We made it to 100, 10 more years and we might make a little paper. Who knows? I don't know. But I don't care, man. I'm gonna keep doing it because I like it. That's why I do it. But anyway, if you're watching on Facebook, please like and share. If you're watching on YouTube, again, subscribe and like, share, do whatever you feel. Come back and see me on another one. Enjoy yourself and guard your heart.